Hello students. In the last lecture we started with the chapter Basic Principles of Organic Chemistry, and into that we studied about the introductory part and the structural representation of organic molecules, that is different ways such as dash formula, Lewis structure, condensed formula and bond line formula for representation of the organic molecules. Now in this lecture we are going to study the representation of molecules in three dimensions. So how to draw the molecules, organic molecules in three dimensions, and what are the different ways for this representation. So drawing the molecules in three dimensions. The first way of drawing the molecules in three dimensions is wedge formula. Now wedge means lines. So different conventions of lines are used for representing the different types of bonds in this formula. First is solid wedge or solid line. Now in the structure you can see this red type of bond, red colored bond. It is solid wedge. It is called as solid line. So it represents the bond projecting up or front side of the paper, that is in the upper plane of the paper or front side plane of the paper. If you keep the paper in the horizontal way, then in the upper plane of the paper the bonds shown by solid wedge will be present, and if you keep the paper vertically, then in the front side plane of the paper these bonds will be present, that is to the side of the reader, to our side these bonds will be present, which are shown by the solid wedge or solid line. Then the bonds which are shown by dashed lines, that is dashed wedges, these are the bonds projecting below the plane of the paper or backward of the paper. Look in the diagram, this dashed line or dashed wedges, it shows the bonds which are going in the backward or behind the plane of the paper or in the below plane of the paper when the carbon atom is considered in the plane of the paper. Then normal lines, that is generally we represented like this, the bond normal line. These normal lines, they represent the bonds in the plane of the paper. So where the carbon is present in that plane, these bonds and these atoms which are shown by normal lines are considered to be present. Look here, this is the structure of methane in the diagram, structure of methane. Carbon is at the central position or center. It is considered to be present in the plane of the paper. Then this hydrogen atom, that is CH bond, which is shown by solid wedge, it is present in the upper plane of the paper or in front side plane of the paper. Then this CH bond, which is shown by dashed wedges, it is present in the backside plane of the paper or behind the plane of the paper or below the plane of the paper. And these two CH bonds which are shown by normal lines, they are present in the plane of the paper. So this is the wedge formula of methane, its representation. Second type of representation in the three dimensions is Fischer projection formula. Now Fischer projection formula, this name is given after the name of the scientist Fischer. In this representation, the conventions are main or longest carbon chain is written vertical. Now look in the example, vertical means from upper side to lower side. In this way the main or longest chain, it is shown, it is represented. Then each carbon on vertical chain is represented by a cross. That means there are two carbon atoms at two ends of the vertical line, but the remaining carbon atoms which are in the middle or in between two ending carbon atoms or terminal carbon atoms, the middle carbon atoms are shown by the cross line, that is horizontal lines. Then horizontal lines from the cross, they are the bonds representing or projecting up from the carbon. That means the bonds from, let's say this is the cross point, here is one carbon atom. So horizontal lines, this COH bond and this CH bond, they are the bonds which are projecting up from the carbon, that is in the upper plane of the paper. They are considered to be present in the upper plane of the paper or going upside of the plane of the paper. And vertical lines from the carbon at the cross, the vertical lines, they are considered to be bonds going below the carbon atom, that is in the lower plane or behind the plane of the carbon atom. So in this way we represent this molecule. Now what is this molecule? It is COH. CO2H means COH. That means it is carboxylic acid. Then COH, this central at the cross, there is one carbon, CHOH and CH3. So this is the carboxylic acid with 3 carbon atoms having one OH group substituent at the middle carbon atom. Then this is the another example, CO2H, that means COH, then CHOH, CHOH and then CH3. That means it is the carboxylic acid with 4 carbon atoms. COH, 1 carbon, then at first cross point another second carbon atom, at second cross point third carbon atom, and at the terminal, that is CH3 methyl group, this is the fourth carbon atom. So this is the Fischer projection formula for representation of the molecules with the a certain longest chain, different number of carbon atoms. Now the third way of drawing the molecules in 3 dimensions is Newman projection formula. In the Newman projection formula, we look or view the molecule through the carbon-carbon single bond. That is, the molecule is represented by looking or viewing it through the carbon-carbon single bond. We see into the molecule from any one carbon to the another carbon through the single bond. For example, if you take the example of ethane, CH3CH3, in the diagram you can see, if we see from any one carbon atom to another carbon atom through the single bond, then we will be able to see clearly only front side carbon atom and not the back side carbon atom. This carbon-carbon single bond will not be visible. It is not visible because we can see only the front side carbon atom and hydrogen atoms or any other groups present on it. So therefore the carbon-carbon single bond and the rear carbon atom or behind backside carbon atom will not be visible to the viewer or to us. Now front carbon atom is represented by a point. While representing this molecule on the paper, the front carbon atom is represented by a single point. Only point is given and it is considered to be front carbon atom. Then rear carbon atom, rear means backside carbon atom, it is represented by a circle around the point. Now look here, this is the circle around the point. This is the point at center and this will be circle. This circle means backside carbon atom, and this backside carbon atom we are not able to view it or look it, but it is considered, it is imaginated that the backside carbon atom is there and it is shown by the circle around the point. Now remaining 3 bonds on each carbon atom, they are drawn like the spokes of a wheel. Now we know that there will be one carbon-carbon single bond to each carbon atoms here, but remaining 3 bonds, they may be hydrogen atoms or any other molecules, any other groups. They are represented by the bonds like the spokes of a wheel. Now look here, this is the central first carbon atom in the form of point or dot, and there are 3 hydrogen atoms around it which are shown by the simple lines, and they are like the spokes of the wheel. Similarly, hydrogen atoms or groups on the rear carbon atom are also represented like the spokes of the wheel. In case of the front carbon atom, these bonds, the remaining 3 bonds, they are radiated from the center of the circle, and the bonds of the rear carbon atom, they are represented by radiating from the circumference of the circle. So in this way we represent the molecule ethane here. Now both of these diagrams or figures, they are for ethane molecule, and they represent the Newman projection formula of ethane molecule. But this first representation, it is called as eclipsed conformation. Eclipsed conformation. Eclipsed means exactly one behind another. So you can see here the hydrogen atom from front carbon and the respective hydrogen atom from the rear carbon atom or backside carbon atom, they are very close to each other. That means they are in the same line from one another. Similarly, other hydrogen atoms, respective hydrogen atoms are close to each other and present in the same line. In the second structure, these hydrogen atoms are away from each other. That means here the backside carbon atom, the rear carbon atom, it is rotated in some angle, and it is called as dihedral angle. This angle in which one of the 2 carbon atoms it is rotated, it is called as dihedral angle. Now here you can see it is seemed to be rotated in 60-degree angle. So the dihedral angle here will be 60 degree. So hydrogen atoms are away from each other. There is some distance in between these 2 hydrogen atoms, respective hydrogen atoms. Now you can rotate this carbon in any angle. Let's say, for example, if you rotate the backside carbon atom in 180 degree, then the respective hydrogen atoms from front carbon atom and rear carbon atom will be exactly opposite to each other. They will be in the opposite direction from each other. Now here you can see in the second figure that this hydrogen atom and this one hydrogen atom, they are away from each other in opposite directions. Similarly, this hydrogen atom, this one hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom, they are away from each other. This type of conformation or formula, it is called as staggered conformation or staggered projection formula, staggered Newman projection formula. Staggered means away from each other, and eclipsed means one behind another or close from each other. So this is the Newman projection formula for representation of the molecules in 3 dimensions. The fourth way of representation is Sawhorse or Anderon or perspective formula. It is called as Sawhorse formula or Anderon formula or perspective formula. In this case, carbon-carbon single bond is represented by a long slanting line. Slanting lines means which is not exactly vertical, also not horizontal, in between vertical and horizontal. Slanting म्हणजे तिरपी line. So here the carbon-carbon single bond is shown by slanting line, a long slanting line. Lower end of the slanting line, it is considered to be front carbon atom. Front carbon atom at lower end, and upper end of the slanting line, it is considered to be rear carbon atom or backside carbon atom. Then the remaining 3 bonds at both the carbon atoms, they are represented by radiating from these carbon atoms respectively. So they are shown to radiate from the respective carbon atoms. Now here there are also two types of conformation like the Newman projection, eclipsed and staggered. In case of eclipse conformation, we can see the respective hydrogen atoms from both carbon atoms are in the same line of each other and they are close to each other. See here, this hydrogen, then again this hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom, and this hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom, they are closer to each other. So it is called as eclipsed conformation. But in the second diagram, you can see front carbon atom is rotated here in 180 degree. So this upper hydrogen atom, it is looking in the lower plane, that is below plane. So lower hydrogen atom is here. So respective hydrogen atoms are now in the opposite direction and as far away as possible from each other. That means they are away from each other. Similarly, this hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom, this one, they are away from each other and therefore it is called as staggered conformation. So in the Sohor's projection formula, we have two conformations again, eclipsed conformation and staggered conformation. So this is about the drawing the molecules in 3 dimensions. I hope that you might have understood this topic very well. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and take the benefit of these videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get notifications of the new videos. Thank you very much.